right, can you guys hear me now? No audio. I turned off the Bluetooth. Hello? Can you guys hear me now? Yes. Hi. No, I have a Bluetooth thing over there for the radio, so it was probably trying to pick up the audio off of that. So, what's up, guys? Obviously, we are live on YouTube, and I just wanted to kind of tune in. Last 2 or 3 nights, I honestly haven't filmed anything, just because we've been getting some stuff done. So, oh, the little red one? I don't know. It's Ty's looking for the broom, but you guys want to see the completed project that we just got done, the secret video. Pretty much haven't showed you guys anything with that, but check this out. So the BMW is finally done. I know you guys are pretty stoked on that. I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. If you guys have been following for the past couple of days, this is that car that I bought that was wrecked in the side. Replaced both the doors, welded in a whole new rocker panel, blended everything into the front and rear door. But yeah, turned out really, really nice. Really happy with the blend on it. And let's see, I don't even know if BMWs have an unlock button. Yeah, looks really good. Welded everything in the door jambs just right there. I know it's super windy out here. Cut it right there in the quarter panel. Yeah, it looks really, really good. And I just figured I'd tune in here and show you guys this, since we actually haven't. We didn't make a video of finishing it up because I thought it was going to go a lot quicker. I was like, oh, we'll just slap the doors on it and you know, do a couple other little things, and we should be good to go. And then it ended up taking us basically 2.5 days, kind of some messing around and stuff here in between there. But yeah, so what now? You know, that's kind of the purpose of this live stream, is what are we gonna do now? And so I guess I'll give you guys some updates. We'll probably start working on this later tonight, which is the Civic. So as you guys know, we have the K Series turbo, 600 horsepower, all-wheel drive Lambo killer that still hasn't killed a Lambo yet, but maybe when we get it. Yeah, I mean, we have the R8. But it's funny because ever since we've had the R8 running, the Civic hasn't ran. I don't think they've ran at the same time at all, because as soon as we got the R8 going, I blew this thing up. I know it was before that. Before we got the R8 going, I blew this thing up, and we were trying to rebuild it before Cleetus and Cars in November, I think. Yeah, we were trying to rebuild it for that in November, and then yeah, we ended up blowing it up, and then we drove the R8 to Florida. No, it was for the LZ open house. I think that's what it was. So, yeah, so we have the Civic over here, and then where'd it go? Ty, where's the engine? Oh, right here. So this is the K24 block. I just got it back from the machine shop like a week and a half ago. Haven't done anything with it. I still need to clean it and all that stuff. But initially, we had some pistons from JE. So these are JE's new Ultra Series pistons, which these things are like bad girls. These are like the most turbo technology stuff you could get. And yeah, if you guys are familiar in the sport, you know, a little import racing, yeah, they got that sweet little coating on the top. So these are like probably the most baller pistons you could get for a K Series. And so we did do a block guard. It's tapped in there. Had the machine shop do that before they board it. And so I initially got the pistons, but they were stock bore size, which I think is 75 mil, and now these are 75.5. Is it 75 or is it 80? I think it's 80 something. I don't even know what the bore is. I don't even know what the bore is. Hold on, let me look. I'm gonna be silly here. But these are the oversized ones, so 3.4448. I don't even know freaking millimeters or whatever that is, but basically just did the one step oversized pistons for this thing. And then over here, these are some bad girls right here too. The compression ratio is 11.3 to 1. So we have these Wiseco boost line connecting rods, which these things are freaking amazing. Look at that. So these are, yeah, 84.5. There we go. Yeah, 84.5. So these are the Wiseco's new boost line pistons, or connecting rods. So these are some bad girls right there too. And then I don't know if I've actually showed you guys the head stuff that we did. So I basically did a full Skunk 2 valve train. So dual valve springs, retainers, that stuff, as well as new valves and a full valve job on it. We didn't port it. We didn't do any porting or anything on the head. And right now I'm just trying to decide between stock bore for K24 is 87. So it's 87.5 then. That's what it is. Am I gonna balance the bottom end? So with the Crown Vic, it's kind of an interesting story. So basically it's under investigation. So the police still have it, or it's still at a tow yard in Florida. So Garrett actually doesn't have it back. He got it back because they couldn't, I don't know, because I never actually got it registered in my name. So it's kind of a long story in that aspect. So like we tried to report it stolen, but then we couldn't report it stolen because it wasn't in my name, but I had the title, and it was just, you know, one of them situations, because I was like, oh, I'm never really going to like register this thing or drive it on the street. So I'll just have a title with me type of thing. And so yeah, then it ended up getting stolen. So the police took it back from Garrett, and it's kind of a situation now. I was supposed to go down there. Everything was going to work out because this whole Cleetus and cars, that was going to happen on April 4th, because I was going to go down. We were basically going to head there like now, like today would have been the plan. Like instead of working on the BMW this last week, we would have worked on the Civic and got that all finished and ready to go, and got a 2-car trailer and taken the Mustang and the Civic down there, did the Cleetus and cars event, hung out in Florida for I think about a week or so. And then I actually bought something in Florida that's like pretty much a bus. So I bought an RV in Florida. If you guys are members of the Patreon, we actually showed the picture and kind of explained the story with that. But I bought a fire damaged RV in Florida that I'm not picking up anymore. So we're trying to resell it, but it's just kind of a big situation just because of this whole coronavirus stuff with Jamie and the baby. I don't really want to travel or like fly out there. And then, you know, we were going to go out there and hang out for the Freedom 500 and the Cleetus and cars and all that stuff. I was going to get the Crown Vic back, and I was going to get that RV and try to fix it over the course of like a week and a half or 2 weeks, and then actually drive it home with everything else. So that was kind of the plan. So, you know, this whole, you know, coronavirus thing is, you know, it kind of changed a lot of stuff for me around here. And it was kind of one of the things that made me just pull in the van and start working on it. But yeah, so I actually sold my old RV probably about 6 months ago to a guy that I know here in Colorado. So he's actually working on it now. He already pulled the engine out, got sleeves, pistons, or he got new cylinder liners, pistons and stuff. And then I think it ended up having like 1 or 2 bent rods. So he's still working on that. But yeah, I think like the first weekend that he got it from me, he had it all apart. But yeah, I talked to Garrett about the Freedom 500. He's just said right now they're not inviting anybody else. So yeah. But yeah. So yeah, the engine in the Civic is still sitting over there. If you guys haven't seen these Vane engine stands, these things are super sick because it keeps it at the same angle that the motor mounts and everything are on. So this engine is basically the stock K24 A2. The only thing it has is 50-degree VTC, and I think that was it. 50-degree VTC and some rods. So this one had the H-beam rods, but this engine actually dropped a valve in it. So you could see in there, if we go to the back of the engine, you can see the hole right there. And then if we look up in here, there's actually no valves left in that cylinder. So I think we would have probably had a really, really high horsepower. Like if I wouldn't have dropped a valve on this K24, I think we could have probably pushed it over, like well over 700 with those rods in it. So yeah. I guess that is going to be the next project is going to be that thing. Pretty much tonight we're going to assemble or try to start working on assembling the new engine for it. And then I actually have some dog gears, like a full PPG 1 through 4 setup for the all-wheel drive transmission. So it's kind of one of those things. I don't know how crazy to go with it. I'm kind of scared to just be dumping money into like projects right now. You know, just because I haven't sold anything. Like the plan was get the RV done, sell it, get the MR2 done, sell it. I already sold the GSX, and we were just gonna try to clear out some projects because you guys remember I made that video where I said I was broke, and the plan was to sell the R8 as well, and then now since, you know, anybody who I guess kind of had enough money to buy an R8, they seemed like they had investments or they had some sort of business or something that was affected by like the whole coronavirus and stock market kind of going down. So it seems like nobody just has any money to do anything. So yeah, Ty's actually on the computer in the office, so he's actually replying to some comments and stuff from you guys, the ones that I'm like missing, I guess, because I'm just out here in the shop just pretty much blabbing. But yeah, so right now with the current turbo setup on the Civic, which is the Garrett GTX 3582 Gen 2, I think that will support like 850 horse at the crank. And I think we're kind of getting, I think we're probably making around 7 something when this thing ended up blowing up with the stock engine with rods in it. And, you know, like I just showed you guys over there, I'm pretty sure that was only due to it having a, you know, basically dropping the valve in it. Otherwise, this thing was freaking, oh, it was ripping. It was so insanely fast. It's just crazy. But yeah, I think I'd really like to put, a lot of you guys have been wondering where the S14 is, and it's in storage right now. So plan with that is to do a K24 or a K series swap in it. I think that'd be super sick. But I don't know, you know, with the 2J Mustang, you know, I'm not sure how crazy to go with that, if I should turn it up some more. I mean, it's an awesome drift car how it is and makes really good power. So, but yeah, we just got a lot of builds going on. So what do you guys think I should do next after the Civic, obviously, because I haven't decided. Oh, look, we got a $5 super chat from Vincent. He said you should make a drift car with the dirty super you have hiding there, or he said finding there. Enjoy your videos, keep it up. Maybe work on your cars out in front of the shop. So one of the other cars that was kind of on the chopping block, as far as like I just need to pull it in and get it done and try to sell it, which I don't think is gonna work that well now, is actually this S14. So right next to the MR2 is that S14. If you guys remembered, I think it was about 3 years ago, I got that from, I basically traded some LS1 parts, T56 parts, I think, for that rolling shell, and basically just a rolling shell. So the 400 horsepower SR that we pulled out of the giveaway S14, which we got that for to get parts out of to finish the interior, so it was 100% complete, is actually sitting over here. So we got 400 wheel horsepower SR20. It has a Garrett GTX 2867 turbo, E85, 1000cc injectors, AEM version 2. Awesome engine. That thing freaking has been through hell, and it's just lasted and been really good engine from the previous owner. So yeah, something we need to kind of figure out when I'm going to do that. If I should like pull that in tonight, probably not tonight, but you know, just give me something to do as far as something else to sell. But that was kind of the plan. It was the van, the MR2, and the GSX, and that S14 with the SR in it. Those were all going to be the projects where it's like, you know, back to basics, fix them and sell them, get them out of here, as well as the BMW, the 328D. I'm kind of not sure what to do with that. It doesn't really make sense. Like my house isn't that far from the shop. Like literally I have like it's less than a 10-minute commute to the shop here every day. And I don't need a car, you know, that I have like almost 15 grand in, that gets 40 miles a gallon to drive, you know, 5 minutes to the shop or 10 minutes to the shop. So I think I'd like to sell the BMW. I was driving it around a little bit today, and it's not that exciting. It doesn't make a whole lot of power. But yeah, you know, the biggest issue right now is that I can't sell anything, or it doesn't seem like you're able to sell anything because nobody has any money. And anybody who has money, you know, normally this time of year it's tax season, like people are getting their tax money, and anything that's like $3,000 to $6,000, like you could sell pretty quick because, you know, people get their tax returns and stuff back. They get their baby mama's tax returns back, and you know, it's freaking time to buy a new whip, I guess, for the year. But yeah, now it's just one of those things where R8's not selling. BMW probably won't sell. I can't even, our local DMV is closed, so I can't even take the BMW to get a salvage title inspection and get it into my name to where I could actually even sell the BMW. So it's just kind of one of those things. You know, there's just so much stuff that's got affected by everything. So yeah, I don't know. I just definitely trying to clear out some projects, you know, and even right now with the Civic, it's like, what if I get it running, you know, like this week or next week, like what are we even going to do with it? Like the whole point of kind of rushing to get it done was to take it to the Cleeson Cars event and take the Mustang down there and do the burnouts and do the drag racing with everybody down there in Florida. And then we were actually going to stay in Florida and go back up to Indianapolis because we were going to stay in Florida for basically 2 weeks. But, you know, again, with Jamie being pregnant and, you know, I just think traveling, well, obviously all the Cleetus Cars events are canceled. There was supposed to be a test and tune chassis certification tomorrow here local, to where I was actually going to get the cage. So if you guys remember when I got the cage done from the Boosted Boys, so this should cert to an 850. So we were going to get the cage certed this weekend, and then we were going to freaking head down to Cleetus Cars. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I guess the other thing is, the other thing that I thought about doing that would be kind of a cool build, you know, for me, it's something that I haven't actually revealed to you guys, which is the Ameribera. That is that thing right over there. So we bought a 2005 GMC Envoy, and that has the inline six 4200. And I bought that, I think it was like a month and a half or 2 months ago. And I haven't made a video about it. I've kind of teased about it here and there. But the plan with that is just, it's a two-wheel drive chassis, which is nice. But I would really like to just turbo it and just play around with it on the dyno just to see, or, you know, if I don't know if that's six lug or not. James doesn't have the adapters for six lug, but I think it'd be really cool to, you know, make like 450 horsepower on that with an ECU master. Maybe tag it in to the stock harness so that the stock transmission will still shift. Or one of the other things about going to Florida for Cleetus Cars is Tommy Efya. He has that Chevy Colorado, and the 5-speed manual transmissions actually just bolt right up to him, to these 4200s supposedly. So that was going to be part of the plan too, was just to actually go down there, get a 5-speed tranny, and then we could actually swap that into something and have a transmission where we don't have to have like a controller or something for it. But we just had another $5 super chat. Let me go up to that. So JDMJ said, bruh, just sell feet pics if you need money. Somebody actually was DMing Jamie on Instagram and was telling her, or he or she or whoever was telling Jamie that they'd give her some money for some feet pics. So I was like, oh, wow. If you paid $5 to tell them to sell feet pics, you want to see feet pics. So yeah, what do you guys think? Should I start on the GM 4200, like play around with some stuff, you know, do some collab stuff with James, build tune race, because he has the dyno, you know, pretty much next door, and so we could do that stuff. Trevor needs an OnlyFans. Wow. Ty, do you think I need an OnlyFans? We have a Patreon. You guys, if you guys want to see behind the scenes content, frickin' Patreon is the place. No, but yeah, it's and I think initially I didn't think that this whole like virus thing would affect like YouTubers that much, and I was like, well, the only way that this is going to affect YouTubers is if the ad rates go down, and because it seems like watch time is actually going up, but my CPM, which is like the cost per 1,000 ad impressions, which is how we get paid from YouTube, has actually went down. I think it's almost in half. I was talking to Adam about it the other day. His is pretty much cut in half too. So, you know, we were already kind of on the brink of, you know, the break-even point every month with, you know, with the YouTube ad rev, and, you know, like paying Ty and like basically not making any money myself. And that's kind of where, you know, the whole R8 thing came. It's like, all right, well, we need to sell this thing. So, you know, obviously the WRX giveaway didn't do as good as we wanted. You know, we did all right on it, but it wasn't that great. So that's where I was like, all right, well, it's time to freaking sell some stuff and go from there. So it kind of seems like, you know, I've been able to kind of keep this thing afloat by like kind of either having stuff on the side that I'm flipping, or, you know, obviously the giveaways. You know, the giveaways were kind of a huge fundraiser for the channel to be able to actually afford to, you know, to buy stuff like, you know, crazy stuff and do crazy builds. And then just we tried doing a little merch drop with these Trevi Customs t-shirts. And I think, how many Trevi Customs t-shirts did we sell, Ty?
So I ordered some extras because we're going to Crates and Cars, but obviously it's not happening now. So I ordered some extra Trevi's Custom shirts. They're from the printer. Oops, my bad. And we're supposed to go to Crates and Cars, but that's postponed. So we should be getting, we have like 40 extras, I think, actually.
Yeah, so we have like 40 extra t-shirts. So did we sell like 40 of them?
I think we sold like 30 or something.
So, and that's one thing that I kind of feel like we kind of messed up with, not messed up with, because, you know, the giveaways, they do well, but I don't know if it was just because we did a WRX, that it didn't do that well. It's not like a dream car or something like that. You know, it's just kind of like an average car, but, you know, again, like the giveaways were a huge fundraiser for the channel for me to be able to buy cool stuff and do cool stuff. So we tried doing a merch drop, you know, a little one, basically just with the Trevi's Customs t-shirt, and I shouted it out in the beginning of a couple of our other videos, and you know, we sold like 30 t-shirts, you know. So I mean, people look at a channel and they're like, oh, you have 500,000 subscribers and you put out a thing, you know, if 10% of those people buy t-shirts, you know, like, yeah, you're gonna be a freaking millionaire. But literally, it's like 1% of people that watch, that 1% of the people that watch the video will go to the website, and like 10% of those people will actually buy something. Maybe not even 10% of that. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, you know, just like the translation to merch. Like, you'd think that you'd be able to sell more merch. And my channel's never, like, we'd sell maybe like $300-400 of merch a month after a giveaway. Like, it would be like $50 the month after a giveaway, and then we would talk about it and do like some discount codes and stuff and send out some emails, and we would sell some stuff. But as of now, you know, just trying to do the, you know, like this little thing, we sold like 30 t-shirts. So if you guys want a Trevi's Customs t-shirt, motionotv.com. Somebody was just asking where Dave has been. So Dave has been, I mean, obviously he has his own channel, Junkyard Dave. He's been working on his Hellcat and his 3000 GT, and he has his own shop now. So he's been making his own videos and doing that stuff. He stops by here probably once or twice a day. He was over here just a little bit ago. He was here yesterday. He was here the day before. You know, and if you guys look at when we're painting the BMW time lapse, he was over there. So he doesn't help out as much anymore, just because he's working on more of his own stuff, but he always stops by and says what up. So yeah, Demo Ranch sold 3,400 shirts in 1 hour.
Yeah, Matt's huge though, and Matt's like built a brand of like Demolition and everything.
Well, yeah,
from the
and
get-go. So, and
yeah, I mean, it's just like TJ, like I was talking, you know, like, shouldn't say like maybe I mean, we were talking to TJ, and he's always built a merch brand, you know, like he has a brand, you know, like Hunt & Co. So it's like when people think of that, they just want to buy the merch because they want the merch, not because they're doing a giveaway. And I think that, you know, we did, you know, the only time we came out with merch was when we started a giveaway. So now people, you know, they're like, oh, well, I'm just going to wait to buy merch until you do another giveaway. So, it would be really cool. Like if we could sell like, you know, $4,000 to $6,000 in merch a month, just extra, which obviously that's not just profit, because you have to pay for everything out of that. But you know, that would help out a ton on the channel. And honestly, we probably wouldn't even do giveaways at that point, just because that would keep us kind of busy on that aspect of stuff. Like my basement, you know, that looks like a freaking merch, crazy shipping area would actually get used. Make them cheaper then. I mean,
everything's already 25% off.
Yeah,
and that's honestly like the standard. Like if you look at TJ shirts, Adam shirts, Dustin Williams, like everybody, that's just what they.
And so the
cost.
point of doing merch isn't to necessarily have like, you know, the cheapest T-shirts out there, because I'm sure we could probably sell a freaking T-shirt like
that's junk.
Like a super cheap T-shirt and sell it for $15. But we have really high quality T-shirts. They're actually, you know, branded. They have our own logos and stuff on them, you know, for like the wash instructions and everything. They're high quality blank, really good screen printing, and you know, they're just good shirts. And so it's like we don't want to give them away, and we also want to use them as a way to generate additional revenue and profit, so that way we could do crazy merch or crazy builds and do stuff. So, but yeah, so it's like I don't know how many things that you know.
That's just a little rant, yeah.
Yeah, that's just kind of, I guess, a little bit of a money rant, you know, just kind of talk a little bit more of an update of more what goes on behind the scenes. I mean, I know people probably look at me and they see that I have an R8 and like a K-Series, like 600 horsepower Civic and a bunch of stuff like that. But it's like, you know, we bought the R8 when it was blown up, replaced the engine, you know, so I got a better deal on it essentially. And I took a huge risk just even getting that car, you know, being able to buy that car. And you know, but that's kind of how I've lived my life. Is I never pay retail for anything, and I'm always able to kind of like squeak myself into like good deals. You know, so like even the BMW, like I could sell that and make money. Like pretty much everything that I have, I could buy it and sell it and like not lose money on stuff. So that's kind of how I've been able to kind of float around and get into different cars and stuff. So, but yeah, like even my truck is pretty much half price. The Goons. So somebody asked, the Goon Squad episode was sponsored, so that's where the sticker came from on the lift. I don't know if somebody's asking about that, but yeah. So we essentially paid Goon Squad to do like an ad slot, like basically like people that how, you know, we work with like Dollar Shave Club or you know, any of those other sponsors. You know, hey, we need a 90-second ad spot in one of your videos, and every one of their videos was doing like 1 million views at the time. So when we were doing the super giveaway, and we're like, all right, well, instead of like paying Google or paying Facebook ads, like, you know, these people are already relevant, they're already there, you know, watching YouTube, you know, they'd probably work well with our audience. So, you know, it just made sense to pay them to do an ad slot on that. So, all right, so Cameron sent a $5 super chat. He said, James from Donut wants an Econoline with a 4x4 conversion. Mentioned it in the transit vid they dropped today. Anyway, love your content, man. Yeah, maybe I should message them. That'd be cool. I still haven't messed with the van since I pulled it outside the other day. I was probably planning on maybe pulling it in tonight, maybe not pulling it in tonight. I need to put the water pump on it, a couple other little things. But man, what time is it? 5:40. So sold my car to buy gas.
Someone said Civic content. So
Yeah.
you must have missed the beginning.
Yeah, so in the beginning of this whole thing, we talked about the Civic, and so Samuel just sent a $5 super chat. Appreciate that, Samuel. Once the R8 is sold, build a shop, eliminate shop rent. Yeah, that's another thing that really sucks, is the shop rent went up like $400 a month, which, you know, that just kind of sucks, and you know, just kind of eats up a lot of stuff right away. But right now where we're at, my house, I'm just not sure like how big a shop I want to build, because I would consider like my house kind of like a starter home in that aspect, to where it's like, you know, I probably live there for about 5 years, but I don't want to get like, we've already been in this shop here for like 7 years or something like that. Like I don't want to like move everything there and then build like this really dope shop, and then, you know, here in like a couple years when the babies are getting older, so $400 on top of what it already was. So the shop rent went up $400, so additional. But yeah, so I just don't want it to be one of them situations to where, like, right now my whole basement is taken up with doing merch right now and just some storage from other household stuff. And then it's a 3-bedroom house. and one of the bedrooms is my office right now, but we don't have like a big living room. We don't really have like a play area, you know, so it's just like, I don't know how much time and effort I want to invest into this house because I bought it right and I have a decent amount of equity into it. So it's like for almost what I could sell it for, I could build another house, but then I don't have the time to deal with that. And it's just like, all right. So then you end up doing nothing is kind of what happens. But build a shop, build a shop, build a shop. I think building a shop would be sick though. I thought about just doing a stick built one, like a, I think looking, so where my house is right now, we have about an acre, and it is a, the way we are here, we have like leach fields and stuff. So to build like a big shop, I'd put it like way out in the back because it'd have to go behind the leach field. And then in front of the, like right next to the leach field, I could put like a 32 by 56 or something. So I think that'd be cool, but obviously like the building that I'm in right now is 48 by 60, and that doesn't include the office because the office is in that, so that takes up a little bit of that space. So that's like 2,800 square feet. But if I go to, you know, something else, I don't want to go into a smaller shop. So.
We ain't doing anything, don't lie to people.
Who's that? Dave, where you been?
Working on stuff.
See, there. See, I told you guys, Dave freaking stops by. Somebody was like, "Where's Dave?" I was like, "He's here. He's just,
I work
you know,
on my stuff.
he works on his own thing." So, everybody's saying, "Dave." Oh, let's see them knees. Check them out. Come on, where they at?
Can't see him.
Dave put R.I.P. Dave's knees. Money Man Dave. That's right. Yeah, man. I wish I had some of that Dave money.
Some guy, super chat, you got it, 200 super chats.
Oh, the super chat. All right. So Operation Restoration demo Matt has dropped from the Freedom 500. Would love to see you in his spot. Yeah. No, I talked to Garrett today, and he said that they're not adding anybody else. And I kind of think what they're trying to do is keep like extra cars, because I think they have 25 cars, and so they're gonna keep it with 22 cars with everybody there. And then just in case somebody like they go out there and like the first 2 laps, their freaking fuel pump or something dies, they could just hop off track, hop in another one, and then go from there. I'm assuming is kind of what all that is. So, but yeah. Do a makeover for the shop and be more attractive for your viewers. I mean, we've done little shop updates here and there, just trying to clean out like that whole area back there, but it's just hard. We just get really busy, and then you start working on stuff. Would love to see the backup S14 built into a sick drift ride. Put that SR20 into it. It would be unique.
240s are dead.
240s are dead?
Yeah.
240s are
YouTube
kind of.
definitely doesn't care about 240s.
Yeah, no, the YouTube algorithm like does not like even
Drift or 240.
yeah, like I like
People watch your videos? Yeah.
yeah, and so like you don't want to be that way. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm not gonna do. Oh, Matt P just sent a $5 super chat to tell Dave to show his knees.
It's not enough.
Dave says that's not enough.
There's a classy broad.
Yeah. No, but so like it sucks that like YouTube. I just think there's so much drift content out there. Like even Adam's drift videos like don't do that well compared to just like him like ripping around in his GT3 or like, you know, buying like just doing a normal daily vlog versus like going to a drift event and spending thousands of dollars on tires and travel and all that type of stuff. So I would love to be able to do more drift content, but the views don't offset it enough to justify it, and we don't make enough off of you know, the merch and stuff to just go out and drift all the time. So that's
At the end of the day, it's a business. Like,
yeah, it definitely is a business. Like if I don't know what I would do if I mean I pretty much do just kind of build like the stuff that I think is cool, but the Civic actually works out really well because I'm enjoying hopping back over to the drag racing side of stuff versus the drifting stuff. So I'm having a lot of fun with that just because you're chasing numbers and stuff versus just kind of like a judged sport. So that's why I've really been having a lot of fun with the Civic, and the Civic videos do really well. And you're building a Civic, not a Lamborghini, which is really nice. So it's just funny, like the Civic videos did better than the R8 videos. So
All the events are canceled, so we're gonna hold an event on Highway 25.
yeah, we're gonna get on I-25 and we're gonna have
Whoever
some
shows
4-lane
up.
drag racing. Yeah, so that is another thing, is like there's not any really events going on right now. So it's like, what do you do now that there's no events? So unless we do like some private track days and stuff. So maybe when the Booster Boys get back from Florida, you know, maybe we could rent out a track or do something like that. So
Give that homie a shout out. He just bought
oh,
some
so Brian, how do you say that last name?
Pakic, maybe.
Pakic. Yeah.
Peacock?
So Brian Pakic, he just bought. Did you buy a Trevi's Customs T-shirt?
No, I bought hats and stickers. So.
Yeah. So he bought a hat and some T-shirts or some stickers. So if you guys want to support, if you guys want to, hey, it's hard being on a live stream. You freaking, it's not hard, but you just get distracted because
Squirrel?
there's so many things. But yeah, Brian freaking bought himself a hat and some stickers. So if you guys want,
What does that mean? Don't become a TJ. Like, what does that mean?
if you guys
What does
get
that mean? Become successful.
if you guys want a little shout out for CommotionOnTV.com, we'll shout out your order if you
We got
if you
tons
buy
of the
something.
election stickers too. So.
Oh yeah, so if you guys remember we don't have any
It's
in
on
here.
Mustang.
So hopefully this doesn't pop out for here, but we have like these stickers. If you guys think those are cool, hopefully the phone doesn't turn off because we're outside. So we have the turbo sticker, and then we have the burnout sticker. So if you guys support, if you guys want to support the boy, we got the Trevi's Customs T-shirts and the stickers.
Someone said sell the R8. Well,
I would love to sell the R8. Hey, Build Tune Race, how you doing? Are you ready to dyno some stuff? So Jason just said, thanks for everything. Just here to say I've been a long time sub. I appreciate how real you guys are with us. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Recreate your drift Mustang into an RC car. So I actually bought it's not a Mustang, but on the top of an RC car, I actually got a Supra from like, I think it was AutoZone or something. It was just up at the counter, and it kind of had the same wing and like a similar front bumper. So I just bought that, and I was just gonna do like a little mini replica Supra. I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Jason Jerry talking about this.
Yeah. Fox body. Trev and Dave budget race build. Man, I'd feel bad for whooping on Dave.
Yeah, you wish.
I'd just feel bad for whooping on him so bad. I don't know if he could handle it. Dave's not mentally stable enough to handle a whooping like that.
I'll race you against R8.
All
That
right.
would honestly be pretty close.
I think that would actually be really good. Do you guys want to see Dave's
No, Magnum's light.
uh,
I don't know. It fucking bakes the tires though.
Well, yeah, 'cause it's got-
Dave's Scat Pack swapped Magnum get freaking whooped by the R8?
I mean, they're both like almost 500.
Yeah, they're pretty much both 500
Theirs would be
horse.
500 if it didn't have that shitty tune on it.
Hey,
No,
that
it
thing
makes
has.
stuff on there, too.
Woo!
I thought it made four.
490.
So
still.
Joseph just did the ultimate flex. He
wow.
sent $100 on a super chat. So much love. Thanks for the good content and the straight up honesty. I would love to see a bigger online store for you. I'll also be purchasing a shirt shortly. Well, I appreciate that, Jason. That's awesome. I can't. Freaking-
Trevi custom short shorts.
Trevi's custom short shorts. Yeah. No, so it was funny one time we did a live stream and one guy I think paid me like $500 to shave off my beard. That was a good time. That was right after baby Carson was born. She didn't recognize me. 510. So the 510's at my house.
Please tell them that the 510 has a built engine already, because they.
Oh, yeah, so
nobody
the-
ever knows that. They think it's like not built at all. Like,
So the Datsun is kind of a really unique situation. So I had a turbo B16. Oh, we got an order, Ty. I had a B16 Civic that I ended up trading, B16 Turbo Civic, that I ended up trading for S13 with a built SR in it, which is now the SR that's in the Datsun. So the Datsun has a sleeved, forged, built head, Garrett GTX 3076, 1000cc injectors, made like 400 on like a break-in tune and on E85. So it's and it felt really slow. I think the timing, or maybe the cams needed degreed, or maybe it just needs a different tune on it. But it just felt really, really slow for what it was. But that engine is now in the Datsun, and I don't know. The Datsun, it was technically the second car I ever painted. I painted it when I was 16 years old, when I was still in high school, and it's one of those builds where it's like I'm not ready to go like, I'm not ready to go that crazy yet, like, because it's going to be like another super build where it's going to be like essentially a show car. So I don't want to dedicate that much time to it right now. And then, as I'm sure you guys know that have like really nice cars, putting them places. Like, so right now I have the Supra and the R8, but it's like, if I have the Supra, the R8, and well, hopefully I don't have the R8 if I sell it, but you know, then the Datsun, like, where do you park those nice cars? Because I don't like parking them down here because everything gets dusty and dirty and gross. And then we have the, I don't have a shop or a place to really park them at my house. So, Ty, we had some
So we
super
had-
chats.
We got super chats and we got some orders. So Darius Hall ordered some stuff, thanks to him. Zach Donahue, and then we just had an order come through for John Schillen. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah, appreciate you. Oh, we got
For sure.
$35. We just got another one.
Another one, sorry.
So then TST 1740 said, would like to see some OM606 content. Stay safe. I appreciate that. I would like to do some OM606 content. I need to order an adapter plate to like a manual tranny, because once I do that and then get a mechanical injection pump on it, like, we could literally like swap that thing into
What
anything.
tranny do they bolt up to? What adapter is it? To what tranny? CD or
It's no, it's the ZF
ZF.
BMW tranny. So it's a like a 5 or a 6-speed BMW ZF tranny. That's like one of the most common things. Or you could get a manual transmission out of like a Sprinter. I think those ones bolt right up to it. And there's also a manual tranny in a Mercedes that bolts up to it. I don't even know the numbers for it. Oh, so we got another order.
Robert.
$45 from Robert. Appreciate it, Robert. The t-shirts and hoodies are comfy AF. Was wearing Boost Weather. Tell it today's 80-degree temp. Yeah, no, it's the Boost Weather hoodies are really nice. We went with a little bit higher quality blank on this last run of them, and I think a lot of you guys really like them. So Blake just said, what up, love the channel, keep it up. Shout out to the National Epilepsy Day. My wife is epileptic and two years seizure free. That's awesome. EcoBoost swap the Fox body. Make a burnout car. So right now the Mustang is kind of like dual purpose burnout car slash drift car. It's mostly drift car, but it does really good freaking burnouts. Just got my Trevi's Customs t-shirt. Hell yeah. Oh, Ty, we got another order.
Two hour burnouts.
So William Summers ordered a hoodie. So shout out William. Thanks for the hoodie.
So somebody said make Jimmy Oaks style video, more vids, more money. So the thing I've noticed about Jimmy is he does really frequent uploads, but he also seems like he's like spends a lot of freaking time, like he doesn't have, like he's just like not necessarily burns himself out, but he just is freaking work, like he's at the shop or he's at home editing or sleeping, like, so
Stop.
like going nonstop in order to get enough done in a video in order to make like a daily upload video. So I don't know, we've tried that before, and it depends on the style of build that's going on. Like if we start doing some stuff with the Civic, like I could probably do daily uploads on that thing for like 3 or 4 days, but then it'll be running and driving, and then what do you do with it? So, but like the like turboing the 4200, the GM 4200, or the Atlas, whatever the hell you want to call that thing, 4200. I think I could do daily style videos with that, because it's like, okay, the first day, what do you do with it? You freaking put it on the dyno, it makes this much horsepower, and you explain the build. Second day, what do you do with it? You yank everything off and you start fabbing the turbo kit, bolt the turbo kit on it, and then that was pretty much it. The third day, it's like, all right, well, you hooked up an exhaust, and then you got the intercooler piping on it, and it might make some spoolie sounds. And then the day after that, you're like, okay, it's on the dyno, it did go cool. Day after that, you know, take it for a first drive, and it's good. And then the day after that, you freaking blow it up, and, you know, but at least you had a lot of fun. And then the day after that, you go to the junkyard and put another one. So it's like just a lot of stuff. So Louis Jardim, he just made an order. What did he get? He got himself a mountain long sleeve tee. That's actually one of my favorite shirts right now, is the mountain long sleeve. So 4Runner into a pre-runner. So I ordered the shocks for it. We're just waiting to figure out what we're doing for wheels and tires on the 4Runner before I make another video with that thing. Keep the vids coming. Shout out from Houston, Texas. Yeah, I like the color on the Civic too. It just looks nice. Fox body road race build. So, All right, guys. Well, it's about time for me to head home and have some dinner with the fam. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with us. Should we do a burnout?
Yeah, and the BMW.
We got to do something with a burnout.
Like at all the drive launch and done.
Ty, will you go start the Mustang? Let her warm up for a minute, and then pull the BMW in. And then Dave, do you want some rocks shot at your truck?
I mean, as long as we got it on video, I have full coverage.
Yeah. So if you guys know, so the Envoy is actually kind of weak right now. It doesn't do, and the tires flat on it.
Did you say the Envoy?
The Envoy.
You drove around with no clue in it.
It's okay. It'll be all right. Oh, we got another order for $48.
Those are literally the biggest piece of shit engines ever.
Those are amazing engines. So Ty just fired up the Mustang. So we're gonna do a burnout. We're gonna do a burnout for you guys. Unless Dave wants to do a burnout. Dave, do you want to end this video?
I took the Magnum home. You missed it.
Dave's scared to do a burnout in his truck. Oh, but man, look at this. Just the $5, no questions attached. Check out this BMW. Freaking things. It's in the center. It's in the. So the BMW is now complete, guys. You guys didn't catch that at the beginning of this video. Only time I've ever seen Boost Weather in stock. Well, we have the Boost Weathers in stock during the giveaways usually. This thing is in line. This thing turned out really good. I'm kind of proud of myself. Ooh, Josh Grubb just sent a $40 super chat. He said, "Please do a 7th gen Celica." I don't even know what a 7th gen Celica looks like. Which ones? Be safe. Keep your head up. I appreciate that. We just got a $55 order. Ty, could you name the last couple orders? Why the BMW is warming up?
Blaine, him off. You got some detailer in a t-shirt. Just appreciate that, Blaine. Let's see who else.
BMWs looks good. Yeah, appreciate it. 2ZZ.
Jacob got him a Boost Weather zip up. So.
Ooh, yeah, the Boost. So we actually have some Boost Weather zip ups, and then we have some sponsor hoodies left.
Sponsor hoodies are actually a little bit lighter than the Boost Weather. So if you have a Boost Weather, it's like a medium weight instead of a heavy weight. So if you want something a little bit lighter.
Oh yeah, the BMW is super lame. It has halogens in it.
And then that guy's super chat is Josh.
Yeah.
I've never done
Yeah.
7th gen Celica. I don't know. Is that?
I don't even know what a 7th
They're
gen.
like the newest ones before they stopped making them.
Oh, those ones look
like the GTS kits.
those ones look really cool. They have like TRD wings and stuff for them.
TRD
Is the BMW? So the BMW is gonna be my.
They look cool.
They're the ones you're gonna steal that steering wheel out for the Supra.
Yeah.
So yeah, the BMW is kind of gonna be the new daily until I sell it. Is kind of the plan. So my Saab, given everything that's happened with it, like it's basically free now because I got it for so cheap from the auction, and then I rebuilt it, and then I drove it, and then the insurance cut me a check for the hell damage on it. So like, it's essentially like a free car. And you know, I'm sure all you guys, I've had it for almost 3 years now as my daily. So I'm sure you like car guys like can relate. You just kind of get bored with stuff after a while, and so you just want to do something new. So the BMW is going to be that, but it's not that exciting. It you know, it's a 4-cylinder turbo diesel all-wheel drive. Your off-road mecha build, the cheap Jeep project. So a long time ago, I was actually looking for I was looking for like a TJ Wrangler, and I wanted with the AX15, the manual transmission, because they make an adapter plate from the OM606 turbo diesel to the AX15 transmission. So the plan was to actually do that swap into one of those vans or one of those Jeeps. So I think the Mustang is probably about ready to do a burnout. Real quick, should we just do a burnout here, or should we should we do a poppy bangy one?
I can use a limiter.
All right, Ty, what you wanna? All right, well, after we end up in this burnout, guys, I'm gonna head home and eat some freaking dinner. So.
I mean, Dave moved his truck forward. Do you want it when he pulls out, you can just pull forward? Because you're probably going to head out anyways. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem, man. Yeah, we ship international, guys. It just costs Well, everything, but the discount helps with that. So. No, we're not gonna blow the tires. Just look at Dave's truck, though. Look at Dave's truck. Dave's rebuilt. I think it always came out though. Do not. If Trevor hits my window, I'm gonna be pissed. Connect. Too far for the with the Wi-Fi, bud. Uh oh. Too far for the Wi-Fi. Uh oh. Trevor killed it. He killed it. Killed it. Back. Sorry. I got too far from the Wi-Fi. Do not. Hey. Break a window. You're paying for it. That's the turbo, not the belt squeak. That's the turbo. So if you guys want to support some burnouts this year,
What do you think of that?
get you some burnouts. Yeah.
Cops are gonna think a crank's getting robbed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in this live stream and donating the super chats, as well as hopping on motionautotv.com and buying the little, stickers, t-shirts, and all the little extra merch, just because that's basically just money just sitting on the shelf in my basement. So definitely appreciate that. Ty will probably be over at the house in the morning tomorrow to ship all that stuff out for you guys. If you guys are tuning into this later, really appreciate you guys. And stay tuned for some Civic content, some GM 4200 content. And if you know anybody who wants to buy an R8, let me know. And BMW and some other things. But appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you later.